Welcome back to Pittsburgh Sports with Scooter. Scooter here. Hey, in today's Pirates video, we're going to have a couple different segments today. In the first part of this video, I want to discuss the Cleveland series. In the second part of this, I want to discuss a little bit about the upcoming trade deadline. And at the end of the video, so I guess a three-parter, I just want to discuss a few things going through my mind that I think could fix this bullpen. So first off, Pirates take 2 out of 3 from the Cleveland Guardians. You'll take that all day. A good baseball team fighting for their own wild card spot. Kind of a downer because the bullpen blew game 2 of the doubleheader. Really, the Pirates should have swept this series, which would have been awesome. But the goal is always 2 out of 3. So the Pirates did that. Offense continues to look really good. Esmerlin Valdez just continues to be a beast. Just continues to dominate. Jared Jones, another 5 strong innings. He's starting to come into his own again. That Curtis, the rookie they called up, dominant 5 strong innings out of his first MLB appearance. Unfortunately, the bullpen blows that game. He doesn't get anything out of it, but man, did he look good. And it looks like a guy who we'll talk about later, maybe could be put in this bullpen, maybe could be slotted into the rotation from time to time, but we'll discuss that later. And then Paul Skeens yesterday was good. He wasn't the great Paul Skeens, but he was good. And I'll take 7 innings, 1 run any day of the week from anybody. The defense in that game finally supported Paul Skeens and didn't let him down, and that's effectively what allowed Paul Skeens to go 7 innings and only give up 1 run. Because without some of them defensive plays, the game might have been a little different. Probably would have been a little different. But Paul Skeens looks like he is starting to be the guy we need him to be. Last 3 starts, 3 wins, looking better and better. So all in all, great series in Cleveland, despite the bullpen blowing that game. 2 out of 3, I'll take it. As of today, right now, July 20th, your Pittsburgh Pirates are in a 3-way tie for the playoff spot. My God, should have happened the day before, but we're there. They've been getting closer and closer, and they finally got to where they need to be thanks to the Cardinals blowing a game they should have won last night. Man, it's an exciting time to be a Pirates fan. You guys know, I can't tell you, lifelong fan. I've been waiting for this for so long. Usually when they're in this spot, it's like, I'm not as excited as I am now because the offense has never been as good as it is right now. We may never see an offense like this again in our lifetimes in Pittsburgh. So great Cleveland series. Now the Pirates start a series tonight against the New York Yankees. I feel good about this series. I think the Pirates, again, if things go well, this could be a series where we take another 2 out of 3. We have a shot here. This team is injured. Other than Garrett Cole, we're not facing the teeth of this offensive rotation. The Pirates' offense is going in hot. Let's hope they keep it up, and let's hope we can take at least 2 out of 3 in New York. The way it is on paper, to me, it looks like they should, but that's why they play the game. Now let's talk trade deadline a little bit. So there was a report that came out yesterday, I believe, by a reporter with the last name Nightingale. And he reports that the upper brass told Ben Sherrington he can go out and make the deals he wants to make, but there's no money to add to the payroll. Surprise, surprise, it's Pittsburgh. When I first heard that, though, I thought, no, there ain't no way. There ain't no way with an offense like this that the Pirates will spend no more money to make this team better. Then I got thinking, well, it is Pittsburgh. It is Bob Nutting. So maybe. Then I told my wife right after that, I said, I think they're bluffing. I think they wanted this report to come out. I think they wanted the league to think, oh yeah, here's the Pirates. We ain't got to worry about them. They ain't going to spend money. And then this morning there was a report on 93.7. Um, and I can't right off the top of my head now, I can't think of the guy's name. Paul Alexander, that's it. He reported and said, "That's crap. That's not true." Um, he has recently talked to people in the know, and he brought up Chapman just as an example and said, "Would the Pirates take on that $10 million if they could bring Chapman in?" And they said, "Absolutely, they would." So I think the Nightingale report is crap, and I think the Paul Alexander is the truth. Do I think the Pirates are going to go out and add a ton? No. But every year they've been in it or thought they had a shot, they have added payroll to this team. Maybe not the people we wanted, maybe they were the wrong moves, but they have added payroll when they are in anything. So I believe they will, and they're willing to. I don't know to what extreme that goes. Um, I really, really want to see a package to bring Mason Miller here. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Ben Sherrington has the cojones to do that. I don't think he'd be willing to give up everything he needed to give up in the farm system to do it. And I don't think just bringing Mason Miller in solves the whole bullpen problem, but man, it sure does. It sure does solve that ninth inning. Um, and I want them to do it. Um, I think like other people have said, I think Luke Weaver is probably would be the piece that would be brought in to this bullpen. You need a couple, and if you did a Luke Weaver deal, I think you could get another reliever in here. And that brings me to the last part of this video. I think the Pirates have a couple internal options. So let's just say, for example, that the Pirates put together this huge package to get Mason Miller here. Under no circumstance do I put Seth Hernandez in there, but I'm willing to put Florentino in it. I'm willing to put Murph Gray in it. Lonnie White, I'm willing to put in it. And there's other guys. And I think you could get that deal done without putting Seth Hernandez in the deal. So here's where I go from here. I want Seth Hernandez brought up and put in this bullpen. Seth Hernandez wants to be brought up and put in this bullpen. Here's the number one prospect in all of baseball. He's a starter who looks in the camera, which you never hear a starter say. He wants to be brought up and put in there to help this bullpen. He has the stuff to do it, the moxie to do it, and I think he would do it. It's been done before. Other teams have done this later in the year to help them go on a run to and into the playoffs, and it's worked. It's also backfired, and it could. But if you're not able to go out and truly bolster this bullpen with two or three pieces, and you can only get one good reliever, then why not do it? Why not put Seth Hernandez in that bullpen and give him his shot? Why not? Do it. I think he can handle it. I think he'll be good at it. You also have a guy in there that if you needed a spot start, you could throw him in the rotation for a start if you needed to. You're going to be careful with him, but I think this kid can do it. Another thing that needs to happen here is Carmen Majinski needs to stop being a little you know what. It's time to either put him in later innings so he can throw 2, 3 times a week, or it's time to take Mitch Keller out of the rotation, put him in the bullpen, and put Carmen Majinski in his spot in the rotation. Because one of those two things needs to happen. I honestly think and I've been saying this for a while, I believe that you could take Mitch Keller out of this rotation and you could put him in the back end of that bullpen, and I think he would succeed. If he only had to throw a couple times a week, I think you'd see his velocity go up, and I think you'd see his numbers get way better. If he only had to throw two pitches, his two best pitches every night, and he only had to throw 15, 16, 17 pitches, and he could just let go, I think it would rejuvenate his career, and I think that Mitch Keller could do really well there. Or Carmen Majinski, like I said, needs to stop being a little you know what and be told you're not going in the starting rotation this year. We don't need to keep you stretched out. You're going to help us in the back end of this bullpen. We've seen Carmen Majinski do that. We know he's capable of doing that, and he has the stuff to do that. So there you have my take on it. Um, there are multiple ways to fix this bullpen. The Pirates just need to do it, and they got to have players that are willing to do it. And I think they can get it done. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I really hope this organization does what they need to do to fix this bullpen. I'm no longer on the trade O'Neill Cruz bandwagon. I've listened to calmer heads and what they've said and why, and I tend to agree with them. Um, I want him back in center field. I want that bat back in center field. Mangum has done an outstanding job. I mean, you couldn't have asked for more. But he's not a starting center fielder. He doesn't have the bat and the capabilities that O'Neill Cruz does to just change a game in a swing, to steal multiple bags in a game. Mangum's fast and he can steal bags, but he's not O'Neill Cruz. I'll be honest with you. When O'Neill Cruz went down and Horowitz went down and Connor Griffin went down, I truly thought the season was over. And guess what? It's not over. If anything, this offense somehow got better, and that has a lot to do with the emergence of Esmir Valdez. Um, he's done so good that even when Cruz comes back, you can't take that kid out of the lineup. You have a huge problem when they all return, but it's a huge problem to have. It's a good problem to have, I should say. So that's my video. I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit like and subscribe. And as always, and until next time, let's go Bucks.